throughout the game. I even said to Suter, I don't know, 13 minutes left in the third, I said, just keep going there. Don't worry about it, because he was getting a little frustrated. He had some good chances. I thought he played really well. Not that he scored the goal, but the fact that he kept going there was the key, right? That's what playoff hockey is. It might not happen for a while, but if you keep going to those spots, it'll happen, and it happened for Suits, and big game-winning goal for us.
There was a moment in Arizona a month ago, or where he was removed from the lineup, and you sort of pointedly noted, if you haven't scored in X number of games, that comes to the series, and he gives you 2 big third-period goals, and yet had moments of frustration tonight. When you evaluate what his impact is on that top line, how do you sort of balance all the things he does well with sort of the goal scoring?
Yeah, when I held his scratch, I thought he was tired. He just, I thought he needed a break. But when I put him on the Millsies line, they somehow they come out on the other side with more chance than the other team. He's a smart guy. He's a guy. He probably, I'm sure a little bit more luck. He probably should have another 6 goals this year. A little more lucky. He's he's had some bad luck, but. Like I said, it's a credit to him to keep going there tonight. That was a big goal for us.
Rick, he doesn't, Puce, necessarily overtly profile as a guy who's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
But he seemed to be in this series. The way he played, his consistency, playing with all the stitches in his mouth the last couple of games. What impressed you the most about him?
Yeah, I thought throughout the series he was always around the net. The scrums. He got punched in the head a couple of times. He obviously got the puck in the face. Went to the dentist the next morning. Didn't get much sleep. Had to eat soft food. That's tough hockey, right? He's where you go through a little bit of pain, and he shows up for you and scores a big goal. That's really what it comes down to.
And what does this mean to you? Coaching a team that a lot of people thought was going to be a bubble playoff team, maybe in, maybe not. Here you are, you're going to be in the final 8 in an all-Canadian matchup. What does it mean to you?
Well, it means a lot because, we've grown as a team. We're not pretty. We are who we are, but we hang in, and the guys buy in, and, to keep that team to 0, I think the way we play defense, it really helps us stay in the games. Yeah, we would like more offense, of course. Hopefully some of those goals will go in for us in the next series. But I think the buy-in on the way we play defense is keeping us in. And it's been a fabric from our team this year. So I'm just proud since, obviously since I've been here, but the training camp, the way guys have bought into what we're trying to do around here. We've had our moments, and but we don't apologize who we are. We just try to keep marching along, and we're in for a tough series. We know the next series will be tough.
And you started the series with 9 guys, who, including Puce, who had never played a real Stanley Cup playoff series in front of fans. What do you hope the biggest takeaway, what do you hope the group, the most important thing this group learned from this series that will help them moving forward? Yeah,
maybe the jitters a little bit more, I don't know, say calmer, maybe more free with, when you get the puck or something. I felt, we didn't want to make a mistake sometimes. And a lot of guys, when we get it, we weren't skating with it. And I thought tonight we were better at skating with it, and it helped us. Hopefully winning this series, going to the next series will loosen some people up. And they get a taste, right? But it's going to get harder. There's never, you go hard, the next day is not easy. It's going to probably be even harder, and you got to face it.
Rick, your goaltender to step into this situation and show the poise that he did. Yeah. What did that tell you about kind of what he's made of in this series?
That's, they're tough decisions to make, but a guy like him, you just see his demeanor. Even when he wasn't playing, he was up as the 3rd goalie. He was in practice. He works on his game. He's juggling. He does these routines for hours in the hallway. You just tell the moment's not too big. He's calm in the net. This is Stanley Cup playoffs, and this guy's like, hey, you're the 3rd goalie, and you got to go in there. That takes a lot of, to do that, and have the guys have confidence in him. The guys are confident with him in the net, and Casey too. And then obviously the big boy Demmer. I mean, we got some good goaltending depth in this organization.
I think you let the cat out of the bag, Rick. Puce wasn't the only guy who had a banged up face or head before this game. Were you suffering through an injury?
Yeah, I shaved my head. It's the first time I've done it in about 2 years. I had those cheap Bic ones, so not the Rip Bic, but they're terrible razors. You get 100 for 99 cents. And thanks, Vic, today. She gave me makeup. I put makeup on tonight.
Rick, I know you've talked a lot about Ian Clark and how much trust you put
Yeah.
in him, but you're still talking about your third goalie with 12 maybe games of NHL experience coming into it. How difficult is that for you as a coach to look and go, all right, put that trust in that guy in this kind of environment?
Yeah, I learned from that as an assistant coach. We were playing when I was with Pittsburgh, and Mike Sullivan had to make a big decision between Fleury and Murray. And this kind of was the same, somewhat of a situation where, you got to pick and you take all the elements and, who's healthy and who's practiced well, who's played games, and you got to make a decision. And I rely on Clarkie. Obviously it's my decision at the end, but I really rely on his what he thinks. I usually side with him.
You mentioned the swagger that Arturs has.
Yeah.
You go back to the other day when JT comes out wearing his dress shirt and
Yeah.
everybody has a big laugh. Does that speak to just his poise where he just kind of lets it roll off his back? It's funny and he treats it as such. I'm sure you've been around goalies who maybe wouldn't have treated it that smoothly.
No, I don't think anything bothers him. Like, he doesn't say too much. He goes to dinner with the guys. He does his thing. But I think the guys have welcomed in, and I think that's why. Sometimes as a young kid, you got to take a little bit of ribbing. But I think he loved it. That shirt. Somebody asked me. I don't think there's so many those shirts. There's only one of a kind of those things.
What going into this game? What did you tell the team, and how do you think that the team really? How do you think they really executed it?
I thought. It was a grinding game by both teams. We had chances, they had chances, and I think both teams played well defensively. I'm proud of the way that we played. You got to win one hockey. In the playoffs, you're going to have to win these type of games, 1-0 games. You might have to win a 6-5 game sometimes. So we're pretty. I think this is a dress rehearsal the way we played this year, where we can play a 1-0 game and be comfortable in it. And I thought the guys were comfortable. Yeah, it was hairy out there, but I thought the bench was pretty good. I thought it was really good. It wasn't a lot of panic. Even when they had some odd man rushes, guys were yelling, but I saw some composure on handling stuff. Sometimes we'd dive, we'd slide, or we'd do something, but I thought we hung in there even in moments when they had a 4-on-2. We played the 4-on-2 well, and Artie came up with a big save.
Can I do one? Yeah, we gotta get the room too. Yeah, sorry. Just really quick.
I'm sure you haven't looked ahead, but you have that key 4-minute kill in the second period, and your penalty kill's been stupendous in this series, but you're also about to face a team that went 50% against the best penalty killing team in hockey. Is it, as a coach, just as you think about it, to have a performance like that with sort of the chips down tonight, does that help in terms of tracking in the right direction 4-on-5 for the ultimate test effectively?
Yeah, I think the way we penalty killed the last couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks, helps our confidence. But who's kidding who? We can't get in a penalty fest against Edmonton. Let's face it. I mean, I know it's early to talk about Edmonton, but we can't get 5, give them 4, 5, 6 power plays, and hopefully, we're allowed to play. Let's play the game 5-on-5. Hopefully, it's not a penalty fest, but that's on us too.